Welcome back to episode 2 of Cagey's Beyond. I'm glad you're all with us today. I'm glad you suffered through the first video with me. And I will go ahead and say some of the footage for today is still some of the old stuff where I was having a little bit of problems. But so please, I think in the first little few clips, the audio is still going to be a little bit weird and off. And I'm sorry. But I like that. Anyway, so with all that said and done, I hope you enjoy things. I want to show you a few things of what we've been up to and explain a few things. Like I said, we're still trying to get make up for the footage that was in error, and there'll still be some clips to get us through. I think probably episode 3 or 4. I think by that time I've got all my sound and everything straightened up. Got some of my server problems we were having. I'm running this pack on its own server, and I have a home server here that I run it on to play with just to make things smoother, and I also made some tweaks to my computer that's helped quite a bit. To show you a few things that we've got here, we'll go ahead and put my armor back on. And one of the first things I want to show you is this backpack that I've made, and I got a couple of them going. And then to upgrade these, it's pretty simple. You just surround them with these to get to the next tier, and then they have all these upgrades that do all different kinds of things, and I'll show those off a couple episodes from now when I made them. And then as far as the axes go, you saw me on the slime island. I made all my handlebars out of the different slimes, and most of the parts except for the heads of the tools. My broadsword has flint. My everything else is stone for right now. Just to keep the speed up and the ease of fixing things. And I took the first diamonds that I found down mining and put them on all of these tools. So that shows you a few things, and my armor's kind of derpy right now, sorry about that, but you know, got to do what you got to do in the early game. So what is this pillar here? Well, this is, well, you'll see it here in a little bit about what we're doing with that. But first I want to take you in and show you a couple other things real quickly. And we got some apples going. The farm's cranking along pretty good over there, and getting some good supplies together. I won't bore you with the gathering of all that for right now. And come on back down in here. And I made a quick way down to my mine down there, and ladder up. Of course, the slime boots kind of nullify that drop now. I've organized my supplies. If you can see, I've been a little busy. I'm finding all kinds of stuff, starting to get ready eventually to get a tinker's smeltery going to get better tools. I'm finding a decent amount of ores and items and everything. Now, I want to show you these clay buckets. It's part of this ceramics mod. You can make it like that, you make it like that, and they are reusable. You just kind of fire them in here. Unless you pick up lava with them, then they're a one-time use. So be careful of that. You can see I got several stacks of things, and waiting for some of my automation to get going on that. And right now I'm making my grindstone. Let's go ahead and I'm sure you're familiar with this. This is from the AE mod. Very easy way to get started. Pretty simple. You have to get, of course, we haven't been in the nether yet, so you have to find some quartz and some wood, and then there's a little hand crank you make for it too that you have to shift click on the top because it does have durability. Then you just you take your ore and you throw it in here, and it takes good old hand power. And probably one of the best things I've found to do with this is you know, when you gotta go, you know, reload your coffee or tea or whatever else, too, or whatever else it is you're doing, to just I want to show that too, show whatever you're trying to do, then just, you know, do the old trick of setting a button, you know, aim at it and set something up on top of your, oh yeah, see, now it's broke. And yeah, it's a very, very complicated crafting recipe for that. And let me show you here. I need some sticks anyway. And just like that. And we have our crank. And Boom, done. Let's just do that. Now, as far as these barrels, all these barrels here, one of the things I like about them is the quantity shows up on it. And they are upgradable, though a little pricey. And I think this is an attempt. It's called Java. So I think it's a play off of Java. But the way you make them is, now you know how to make all these parts here, pretty simple. They give you 16 of these, and then see, these can be used for either upgrading the tiers, and you just, if you have one of these existing the just regular item barrel, you slap one of these to take it to the next level on it, and such. And then to make the first barrel, you just take one of these with a chest, and that gives you these. They're pretty handy. I'm liking them. And your typical tinker's tools set up here. Nothing fancy, nothing extreme from him. I threw pretty much all my iron into getting this. As soon as I found iron into that, and in the basement here, I'll show you here. And this is what I'm working on. That leads from the stairway that you saw coming down, and then I just kind of marked it and worked my way down here. So this is what we're working way. That tunnel leads to, and this is a little bit of an experiment to draconium. That tunnel leads to the forest over there. So I'm going to cut here, and we'll go to some of the other videos that we've had, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of it. So here we are. I've done some of the tedious crafting. I've been throwing all my supplies into some basics that I want to get set up, and let me show you through what we have here, and I'll explain it. So first off, we have a builder. That is the key to everything. It can build, it can quarry, it can pump, it can do literally just all kinds of stuff. Pretty cool block. It's not very complicated. Now the main thing is ender pearls. I've had a horrible time getting ender pearls, but we got one and I threw it on this. Second, we needed this, and this is a pump upgrade. You start off with this shaped card. It's made like this, and then you can do different things with it. Make it a voiding card that just destroys anything it mines out. With 4 buckets, and it will become a pump. And here's a hard one, the quarry card, and it took me 4 diamonds, so I am diamond poor again, but we have it. Now the problem is power. So we're going to throw that in there, that in there, that in there. We can't use them. So the second part of our master plan involves our power system. So you notice I have lava. I've got a couple other tanks squirreled away as well, and these use coal power. Okay, this Team Dynamo. So again, been hard to come by to come up with all this. Secondly, is magmatic dynamo. Now, again, took most of my materials to build these. So now we have a power source, and the pulverizer is basically a grinder, and grinds things down to double or triple depending on what the product is, and it can take stone into, break things all the way down. And then the smelter is a way to cook things, 3 things at a time. So these are some of the key blocks to our master plan that we're doing. And okay, you see this. Okay, I did not actually have that. That was remember I said I've been trying to double up on the world and replace things, and that's what that's been about. And I can't avoid that. Okay, well, let's just bye. They'll disappear. So yeah. If you remember, I said I had to kind of go back and redo some things. So I'm actually going from an old save file. I did, and I must have already had those on hand. And then these are the energy cells. So again, that's where these will pump energy into, is they take from either burning stuff like charcoal or such, or using lava. Now a couple in my bag here. Just again, basic things, basic tools, and other things. So that's what we have, and we'll do some more pouring and get ready for the next step. And we're back. I am out here just to show you a few things, and I'll show you a couple of things we found. I know you were with me when we found this. This will be our new home, and if I eyeball this area, just trying to get an idea of something right now. I think that tree might be our objective, I'm not sure. Maybe putting a tunnel coming over there. Just to show you what we accomplished. I noticed some fruits right over here, so we're going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to get a couple of different fruit trees going for some of the different things we're doing. Let's see, yeah. Hi, how you doing? Bye. Okay, you might notice we have gained a little bit as far as our weapons and tools and such. I basically threw all the almost all my metal into getting the bench going to make the 3x3 tools. So the hammer and the axe. So it's just I wanted to get going with it, and we're just gonna have a bacon sandwich. All the grass in the way. And I don't know that I've ever used, I think, dragon fruit. I don't know if I've ever used them. I noticed since the update, we got a few, last time we were on, one of the reasons, if you notice, my date counter has changed. One, life has just been busy. Two, making some updates and things to the pack, some updates that come out. But, oh good, our trees grown. So that's what we've been doing, among other things. And after I made the stone tools, I went and added a slime handle to each of my tools and 1 diamond on these two. And I think I did my sword as well. So, oh, I am eating food. Yeah, that's the thing. So, give me just a second. We'll get these slime blocks. And so, I went up with the slime on it, got all the resources. I've been planting the tree, and I'm still done farming it. And we'll have to come back here in a couple of minutes to see what it drops. And, oh, that'll help. And, a bit of oak as well. Been slowly clearing out some of this area. Had a creeper help me clear this area out. And he was very grateful to help us. And yeah, he didn't mind at all. I was a little too slow and get some lag. And yeah. So then what we did is I came back here, and you saw me in the jungle. I grabbed one. I got 1 sapling out of a whole tree, and 2 coconut. So we've been putting them on here, getting a few here and there. Been getting our cotton going to get a bed and a sleeping bag, and just kind of stocking up. And every so often I come up here. I'll explain this a little bit later. It's not going very well, and because I really forgot about it. Okay, let's go ahead and take you over here. Did me a lot of good. Let's try this one. These trees are really off. The only bad thing about them, I guess not the only. These holes, I get it. Scroll me get inside. I'll show you all the things that I made. Check it out. So the slime. That's made after that tree, plus the added benefit of having the sauce. Is, I've got quite a bit. Hey, it got me all this time. Usually I'll give it two. Most times. It has to be pardon me a little bit. That's pretty much where we are right now. So it's a time again. Our friendly visitors coming. But I think what we're running into is I'm starting to get some more things built up. I want to polarize them and everything. I'm struggling because I kind of want to move over there. Yeah, I'm along getting my basics. It's really not sure right now. I think I want to just make a very basic energy system. And although I'd like to get a pump going down at the basement and a quantum tank, I think. let's see if we can build these. Let's see. We have these ranged pumps. There we go. That's a problem. That's not too bad. You know what? I think RF2's the builder. Just gotta hope. Hope we're lucky. Two so far, but no angels. Hi there. He's new. I mean, I've seen him before, but I've never seen one spawn around here. Can't have this. Oh, I forgot to try this. Where's the other one? See you out here. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Why didn't you die? Okay. Let's go home. Hope we didn't. Really hope we didn't blow my door open. Nice getting home. Wow, it's just a little bit more powerful than they used to be. That has sign going after me. Okay, I'm wondering, can we? I don't want to get it. That's the benefit of the slimy handle. Okay. We're clear. I really need an Enderman. Okay. I think what we're gonna do. Let's do this. Let's there he is. There he is. Okay. Come on. Yeah, come on. Alright. I think I can play chicken. Where's your play chicken? Hi, chicken. Oh, yeah. No. Okay.